It looks like you could eat that, I won't lie, it does. It looks edible. Excuse you, sir. To lightly condition and hydrate the skin. Ice cream, gelato, my nostrils have evolved. Hi guys, so for today's video I'm going to be taking a look at some of the new skincare that Lush has released this week. I think it was Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday. One of the days in the week they released, I think it was 20 new skincare items onto the app. They had like face masks, cleansers, eye pads, I think that was all. So 20 items. I'm not sure if there's going to be more released or not, I really don't know. I do remember watching reveals and Finley said there's a lot coming out soon, but I can't say it all because it's too much. I think there's like 40 items. I swear he said 40. I don't know. I might be imagining it. Ignore me if I'm wrong. But I don't know. Maybe there might be more. That was the dog. It scared the shit out of me. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe there might be like moisturisers and serums and other such put up. I'm not too sure. But I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe not. But as of right now, we have 20 items and we're going to go through them together. The dog is there now. All of it does look delightful, I won't lie, it all looks very nice. Now it isn't a muddle on the pictures on my phone, so I'm hoping I don't forget anything. We'll start off with what is first. What is the first picture I have? It's a cleanser, so we'll start off with cleansers, then we'll do face masks and eye pads. First one we have is the Blueberry Roly-Poly Cleanser. This looks lovely. So it says a pretty punnet of antioxidant-rich blueberries, calming calamine and balancing juniper berry oil for a happy glowing complexion. Creamy coconut yogurt and aloe vera leave the skin deliciously soft. You'll look good enough to eat. So this one looks lovely. I would actually like to try this one. It's a blueberry rich one. I have just tried the Catastrophe Cosmetic face mask. I tried that last night and that was super duper lovely, and I feel like it's along the same lines with the blueberries, you know, the like rejuvenating, brightening effect of the blueberries. So I would really like to try this one. It looks lovely and I'm guessing it'll probably smell similar to Catastrophe Cosmetic, I would have thought. It looks like a similar colour, texture and with the blueberries, so possibly. I like the look of that one. As always, we'll discuss in the comments. If you've got any of this yet and you've actually tried some of it, let me know what you've tried, what you think, and if you guys are excited, what you're planning on picking up, because I think I'm going to get like one of each, maybe. Not go too wild, you know, but I think one of each is a good amount. So that comes in two sizes. 100 gram is £12.50 and a 250 gram you can get for £31.25. How big's that? That's a big pot, isn't it? That's a huge pot. So yeah, we have that one. Next up we have Koji Paste Cleanser. Again, for 100 gram, same prices. 100 gram is £12.50, 250 is £31.25. So it says, naturally toning and soothing neroli oil leaves the skin feeling smooth and supple as beautifying Koji Paste softens in this scrubby ground almond cleanser. Again, with all of these cleansers, I'm sure you're aware with the Lush cleansers that are this type of texture, you make a little paste with them with a bit of water in your hands, it sort of liquefies it down slightly so it's a little bit less scrubbing it in, you know what I mean. How interesting. So Koji Paste is a key ingredient in the sake production, the little drinky drink? Yeah. And it says that it makes their hands really beautiful when they use it in the factory, so on the face it could be wonderful, you know. That one looks interesting. I don't think I'll give that one a go. I think I'll stick with the blueberry one. I don't know, there might be some other ones I'm interested in as well, but yeah, that one looks nice. We like that. If anyone's tried that, let me know what that's like. I'm intrigued. Next one we have is the Biomic Cleanser. So again, it's got ground almonds, it's got some naturally occurring live vegan cultures for fresher, healthier looking skin. So this one is actually good for dry complexions, which is nice to hear, or if they're congested or slightly out of balance. So it will help you feel brighter and smoother. So if you've got any sort of dryness on your skin, if you struggle with dryness, hopefully that one should help. So that one sounds nice as well. Same price for this one. It looks like you can only get 100 gram in this one though, so it's £12.50 for the 100 gram. Next one we have is Rosy Apples, Lemons and Pears. You can get this in 100 gram, £12.50. The large one, £31.25. So this is a soothing linseed decoction, cleansing and naturally enzymic figs and apples and a side of moisture boosting demerara sugar. This fresh face mask. I think they've popped the wrong description on this one. I think it's got the We Want Some Figgy Pudding face mask description. So I'm not going to read that description. I will just say I think it looks nice. It says an apple a day keeps dullness at bay. I would actually be quite interested in trying that one. It sounds nice. Let's see if I can read the front. Okay, so I've zoomed in on the lid. It says a fresh complexion that you shall wear. Soothing rose, brightening apple and scrubby ground almonds lead you to radiant skin. So yeah, that one sounds intriguing. The next fresh cleanser we have is Mr. Pumpkin Face. Again, same prices. You can get this in a small and a large. So this says parched skin, squash dryness and pump up the moisture with a vitamin-rich organic pumpkin seed butter. Bursting with soothing and brightening benefits, glowy, hydrated skin is just a wash with a squash away. That sounds really nice actually. I quite like the sound of that one. I do wonder what that one would smell like. Oh, it says a gourmand hydrating cleanser. So gourmand scent by the sounds of it. What's a pumpkin gourmand scent? I can't think. I can only really think of the citrusy pumpkin ones. I don't know, let me know if you guys have a little inkling of what scent that would be. So yeah, this sounds good. It doesn't sound too stripping. It sounds like it keeps the moisture in there and leaves you nice and bright and glowy. I'm a bit torn now because I did want the blueberry one, but this one sounds like it would be a bit of me. I don't like it when cleansers do strip your skin too much. I think I have combination. It's drier here, but not dry, just normal. And then I do get a slightly oily T-zone, but like nothing dramatic. So I think I just have slightly combination / normal skin, but I do tend to err on the side of wanting to keep as much moisture in my face as possible. Obviously getting older with a bit of aging, you know, I don't want to be stripping all my natural juices out. Ooh, I forgot we've got a couple of sugar scrubs as well. Let's do those two next, shall we? So the first one we have is the Sugared Plum Facial Sugar Scrub. We've got the Sugared Plum Facial Sugar Cube. Why is that such a mouthful? I have actually tried this one. So this was in, a lot of these products actually have been in a Fresh and Flowers box. Not too sure on the cleansers because I did have to stop my Fresh and Flowers box when Rudy was born. Obviously I stopped work, so I was on maternity pay. I did get Kitchen and Fresh and Flowers and I had to sort of make a decision on which one I wanted. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I really miss the Fresh and Flowers boxes. They were such a lovely, like really special treat to get through the post. But yeah, can't have more, can we? But I did try this. It was in a Christmas one, I want to say. Maybe? Sugared Plum, I would think Christmas, yeah. No, yeah, it was Christmas. This was nice. So it is a sugar scrub and like I'm not too massive on physical exfoliants on my face, I'm not gonna lie. I do prefer a chemical one. But these aren't like typical massive sugar granules like what you might be thinking. I believe a lot of them are like maple sugar, like really very fine sugar particles. So it's not going to be too harsh, but if I was to try one again, I did remember trying this and I think it left me a tiny bit red, not like anything terrifyingly bad, like it wasn't bad, it just left me a little bit red and I prefer not to like do that. I don't know, I used it but I wouldn't get it again. The other sugar cube on the other hand I would be interested to try. So this one did smell delicious. It was very sweet, berry-like. I think it sort of reminded me a smidge of the Comforter but a bit more sweeter. And yeah, if you like a sugar exfoliant and your face is like, maybe it's because my face isn't used to physical exfoliants, I just didn't get along with it, I don't know. But I mean, if you enjoy them and you get along with them, your skin is okay with it, then give this a go because it has the makings of being very nice. I think it just didn't agree with my skin. This one though, I don't know, this one looks a little bit more fine, if that makes sense. So this is the Maple Sugar Facial Sugar Scrub. They were both £12.50 as well, and they come in a cube. I much actually prefer the look of the cube than I do it in a roll. When we got them in the Fresh and Flowers boxes, they were generally in a roll, but the cube just looks very lovely. It looks like you could eat that, I won't lie, it does. It looks edible. But yeah, this one, I don't know. If you look at this picture here, I don't know if I'll include it, but that picture there, can you see that? It looks a little bit finer, like it doesn't look like there's like a lot of scrubbiness going on in it, and it sounds delicious. Maple sugar, like yes please. So it says smooth, soothe and hydrate with this sweet and scrubby blend of maple sugar syrup and butter. And because you deserve an extra treat, we've added in vitamin E rich almond milk, which will leave you with a glowing finish. See, that sounds very nice to me, that does. Vitamin E is really nice. Almond milk, soothing. Excuse you, sir. Yeah, I think I might try that one. I might give that one a go. And then if I don't like it, I'm not gonna lie, my partner, he would definitely use it. He's outside all day working, so I'm sure he would welcome a good scrub, you know? Right then, let's have a look at the face masks. So the first one is Love and Kindness face mask. This one I have tried as well. I believe it was rose jam scented or very, very similar. It smelled lovely, it really did. It was more of like a clay texture, which I do like the clay ones because I find they really do draw out those impurities. They leave your skin, like if I have any spots or anything, they dry them out wonderfully. I like that soft skin, but that isn't completely stripped and squeaky and horrible. And these clay ones tend to give that nice, lovely matte feeling, but glowing as well. I don't know. I liked this one, I really did. It was in the February one, I think, like last year. That box was gorgeous. It had a lovely blooming delight in it as well. I think it was called, that was squishy. That smells delicious. Anyway, I digress. This one is a very nice face mask. I would recommend this one. So it's soothing fresh rose petals, brightening pomegranate and soft agar-agar. Hawthorn powder to tone skin and create a healthy looking complexion. And sweet almond oil from Spanish almonds to lightly condition and hydrate the skin. So if you're a rose jam lover, you'll probably like that. And if you like getting all your impurities drawn out, definitely go for that one. Mrs. Whippy. This one's lovely also. So I'm just reading the front of the picture actually instead of like faffing too much. It says a raspberry ripple inspired mask with softening coconut yogurt, fresh astringent raspberries and bananas, uplifting vanilla pod infusion and calming calamine for sun-kissed skin. This one was lovely. This was from a Fresh and Flowers box that was created by members of the Lush community that create content. They all went to Paul and then created this box, and it was a lovely box it was, and this face mask was very, very nice. It was very sweet, lovely, vanilla-y, very much reminds me of like delicious ice cream, gelato, like, you know, it was a tasty, sweet, tasty, I didn't eat it. It was a nice sweet mask. I can't remember vividly what it was like on my skin. I do think it was a wee bit more runny, which I do actually like the runny ones as well. I think the only ones I don't really care for are like the chunky ones that struggle to stay on your skin and they end up falling off. Is there a hair on me? Yeah, so this was more yogurty I think, but I did like it and it looked like a raspberry ripple in there as well. Yeah, I like that one. I would probably get that one again. Next up, we've got the Hanami Fresh Face Mask. I'm just going to read the front of the pictures now instead of going on the site because I assume they're all the same price. Let me just check. No, they're not the same price. Mrs. Whippy is £12. The Hanami one is 10. I don't know why. Must be ingredients or something. So this one says, transport yourself to Yoshino Kansai, Japan's famous cherry blossom destination. Emerge radiant from Sakura rice vinegar while soya yogurt moisturizes. Yeah, so this one, I don't know. I don't know if it's the same scent as Sakura. I mean, it would indicate it was because it's the same sort of vibe, you know, with the cherry blossom in Japan. If it is, I'm not actually a massive fan on Sakura. And the properties of that one, I don't know, it doesn't like wow me. I mean, it looks nice. Obviously a face mask is designed for certain people's skin. Not everyone has the same skin, so I might not like that, but you might love it. It might be right up your street. I mean, it sounds nice. I'm lying, it does sound nice. Rice vinegar for a radiant complexion and soya yogurt to moisturize. It does sound quite like lightweight and nice. So if you just want a bit of a brightening effect, then that probably will be the one for you. Next one is Coconut Shy Face Mask. This one is £10. This one says, for soothed, soft and supple skin, your fate is sealed with a prize-worthy bounty of moisturising coconut milk, coconut yogurt and coconut water. Absolutely 1,000,000% yes. Anything coconut for the skin, the face, I'm all for it. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, that's definitely on the list as well. Oh, look at the texture of that. That looks lovely. Can you see? It's very smooth. Going to be very hydrating, that one. Like, I don't think I need to say much more about that. That is going to be phenomenal. I'm definitely getting that one, actually. Okay, so I do actually have a long list of face masks I want. Next one is Bring Us Some Figgy Pudding. This one says, it sounds good enough to eat. Smooth on, moisturising linseed decoction, cleansing and naturally enzymic fresh figs and apples to give you glowing skin. So yeah, that other product did have the figgy pudding description on it. I'm sure they'll pick up on it soon, hopefully. I've tried this one as well. Did I like this one? I don't know. Tell you what I'll do, guys, I'll find my shorts of these that I have and I'll pop them down below if you want to go and have a look. I feel like I would have liked it though. There is rarely a fresh face mask I don't like. So yeah, I'll pop them all down below if you want to go and check them out. It sounds like it's very cleansing, but it's also going to leave your skin nice and soft and supple and radiant. And I don't think you can go far wrong with that. It looks quite mild. I don't remember it vividly in my head, so if I don't remember it that vividly, probably won't give it another go again. I mean, if I had a sample, I would definitely give it a bash again, you know, but I don't think I would go out and purchase that. Next up is Nutkins. This one says, nutty about, I don't know why it makes me laugh. Nutty about nourished skin. Lashings of creamy chestnut puree will condition the skin while rich hazelnut butter and acorn jelly moisturise. That sounds nice. So it has kaolin clay in, which draws out dirt and excess oil without stripping the moisture, so that sounds fabulous. Brazilian orange to help your skin feel bright and bushy-tailed. Oh, that's funny. My mum used to say that to me all the time. Come on, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, when she wanted me to get out of bed when I was a teenager. And then you've got your ground hazelnuts for a slight exfoliation as well. That sounds all right. I think with a lot of these, all of the like components and characteristics and what it does for your skin, it all sound very lovely. I think for me personally, it would just be, I'd have to go into store, check out the textures and the scents of them, and then what appealed to me most, you know? Next up, we have the Nanakasu Geiyu Fresh Face Mask. I have tried this one. So it says, a 7 herbs rice porridge with firming and brightening parsley, hydrating, oh my god, I'll start again. So this says a 7 herbs rice porridge with firming and brightening parsley, hydrating daikon and vitamin B rich amazaki cake. Yeah, I have tried this. This was in a Fresh and Flowers as well. Don't know when it was. I think it was New Year's actually, last year. This one to me, I would love to smell it again actually, because I feel like my nostrils have adapted and gotten better over time, you know. When I first remember smelling that, I did remember it smelling very like savoury to me personally. It reminded me of like, it gave me the fragrantness of like what you would get from like, you know, when you're cooking a Thai green curry and all the herbs and spices are coming at you. It didn't smell like curry, but the vibrancy and the fragrantness of it, it was very pungent and very strong. Sorry, there's fluff flying about. And it was a little bit too much for me at the time, but I would love to give it another go again, because I do remember this face mask and it was absolutely lovely on the skin. It was hydrating but cleansing. My skin was bright. It looked fantastic. It was just the one thing I couldn't handle too much was the scent of it. But like I said, I think my nostrils have evolved. So I would love to smell it again, to be honest, and give it another bash. The next one is Mineralise Me, and this one is actually £12. And it says, enjoy a reviving mineral-rich fresh face mask with Dorset sea salt hand harvested from the Jurassic coast to cleanse and soften. We've paired this with fresh and nutritious seaweed from Poole Harbour, leaving your skin with a radiant glow. That sounds lovely. So it has lime juice to get rid of the excess oils and cleanse whilst leaving a smooth, rejuvenated glow. That sounds nice. I'd like to try that one. I think purely for the fact that it's got pool seaweed in it. Like, I'm all about that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that one looks very nice. Okay then, finally, the Fresh iPads. The first one we've got are the banana split iPads, and these ones were also in the box that was created by the content creators that went to Poole. So that's super fun for them that they have them released now. That's very exciting. It says, time to split with tired eyes, soothe under eyes with banana skin infusion and fresh eyelid to look less puffy, more twinkly. Now with the iPads, like, they are nice. I do feel like they leave my under eyes looking brighter and nicer, but I don't know how much benefit they actually have. I mean, they're nice in the summer, they're really cooling, which I enjoy. Next one we have is the Scuba Diver iPads. These are £6 and it says, lay back, dream of sun-drenched beaches and soothe eyes with a bountiful botanical straight from the ocean's garden. That looks comical. It looks very funny, and I like that for the comedic effect, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably end up getting those because they look hilarious. Next ones are St. Swithin's Day iPads, and these are £4. And this says, block out the rain and soothe your soul with these chamomile and marigold tea infused iPads. They look fun. They, again, I don't care for ones that cover my eyes too much, so I probably wouldn't get those, but they look fun. Next up, we've got the Dragon Cloud iPads. These are £3.50, so the cheaper ones. These were also in a Fresh and Flowers box. I believe they were in the same one as the Nanasaka Ugeyu, is it that one? That face mask. And they were nice. And it says, with great power comes great responsibility. Start with these under eyes and give them a little hydrating rice milk and soothe with aloe vera. That sounds nice. Not too harsh, nice and soothing, cooling on the eyes. They're wonderful if you put them in the fridge and use them in the bath. They're very, very relaxing. Next one is the Dances with Daffodils eye pads. These are £4 and it says, celebrate the changing of the seasons with yarrow infusion to help ease puffiness. Wonderful. I think I have tried these ones before as well actually. I did end up cutting them in half so I could get 2 uses out of them. Those are the eye pads. That is all of the skincare that was uploaded this week. I think a lot of it looks wonderful, very good. Like I said, there's a few things in there that I would love to try out. Do let me know what you guys want to try out from all of the new stuff. And yeah, I hope you like the video and I'll see you soon. Bye.